What's up, guys? Welcome back to Being Barker. Today I'm gonna bring you along as I grocery shop for a family of 5. I was gonna give some tips on how I do it and the ways that I think have made it more efficient for me over my many years of grocery shopping for a family. Tip number 1 is going to be to clean out your refrigerator and your cabinets. So go in, take all the old expired stuff out, all the old leftovers that are way too old to eat, clean all that stuff out so you can make room for the new stuff. This will also help you take stock of what you already have so you're not buying extras of things, and you can know what you already have and you can use in your next week's meal planning to use that stuff up before it expires. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. All right, now that I've cleaned out my refrigerator of all the old nasty leftovers, it's time to clean up. So step number 2 is clean up your kitchen. It's really hard to bring home groceries and put them down to try to get them put away when you have like super messy counters and your sink is full of dishes that you needed to load but you didn't get to it. So I like to have all that stuff done before I bring in a bunch of new stuff to put away. So I'm starting with a clean slate. All of my containers are clean that I like to put fruit in. My counters are cleaned off where I can set my bags to unload everything. So I just find that super easy if I already have that done, instead of coming home and having to unload all your groceries and then clean up your kitchen. That's just a lot. So I prefer to do it before. So step 2, clean up your kitchen. Kitchen's all cleaned up, wiped everything off. If you noticed, I wipe everything into the floor and then I sweep the floor. I find it really difficult to like try to keep all the crumbs in my hand and then take them somewhere. So I just sweep it all on the floor, and I have a dog who cleans it up and then I sweep it up. So it's like a win-win. I just sweep it in the floor. I find that way easier than trying to like keep it all together. And I also feel like when I'm doing that, I'm just kind of like moving the nasty all around the counter as I try to keep it all in one pile. So I just sweep it into the floor. That's just me. I also want to show you, we use this 7th generation all-purpose cleaner for our countertops. It's an essential oil and botanical ingredients, 100% natural. So there's nothing in here that wouldn't be harmful to accidentally ingest when I'm cleaning my countertops or my tabletops. I try to use something that's natural because my kids lick the table. I don't know about y'all, but my kids, they spill a little milk, they just lick it or whatever. And if they drop a piece of food on the countertop, they just pick it up and eat it. So whatever I'm cleaning my countertop and my tabletops with, I want it to be healthy and safe enough for my kids to get in their mouth. So I really like this 7th generation cleaner, or the Method cleaner is also a really good one. Anyway, so step number 3. Now after I've cleaned up my kitchen, I make my list. So I've already taken stock of what I have so I can use that in my meals coming up. I've cleaned everything out and I'm ready to put stuff in there. But first, we make a list. I like to get my little planner out, my weekly planner, and I have down like what we have going on this week, what group, like Ben's going to a men's group tomorrow night. We've got like soccer practice and stuff will be coming up in the next month. So that kind of stuff I lay out, and it helps me know like what nights I need to make like an easy dinner, a quick dinner, a crock pot dinner, those kind of things. So I lay that out to help me figure it out. I decide my dinners for the week. So I cook basically every single night. So I decide what 7 dinners I'll be making that week. That's how I start my list, and then I go through there. When I make my list, it's very meticulous and annoying. Some people are kind of like fly by the seat of their pants. They just get an idea like, I just need some meat, I need a couple vegetables, and I'll decide on the fly. I can't do that. I like to know what I'm cooking. I find it stressful to like try to figure it out when everyone's yelling at me that they're hungry. So I plan them all out, and then once I get my list together, I literally make my list like as if I'm walking through the store. I walk through the store always the same way, the way my mom taught me to grocery shop. Start with your produce, then you weave your way through the aisles end up in the frozen and the cold stuff last. Like, she was smart. And that's how my grocery store is laid out. So I start, and that's how I make my list, as if I'm weaving through. That way I'm not like having to jump back and forth. I find that the easiest. So I've got my list together. I wrote it out, and then I realized I forgot a couple things, and it was written in really weird ways that I knew I would forget if I didn't write it better. So rewrote it, which is a little bit wasteful of paper, but you know, at least I don't have to go back to the store. So yeah, that's step number 3, is to make a very detailed list down to the spices of what you might need for your meals, so that you're not forgetting stuff. Now I just have to go to the store and buy it all. Okay, so tip number 4 for grocery shopping is to watch out for sale prices. For me and my family, that comes into play big time in the meat department. We try to do at least 2 meatless meals a week. I really like them. The kids are great with them. Ben struggles with it, so we eat a lot of meat throughout the week. So I get Sanderson's farm chicken. It's not on sale this week, so I'll only be getting one of those. But the beef is on sale if I get the bigger one. So instead of buying just the 3-pound, because I only need like 2 pounds this week, and I would just freeze the one, the 5-pound is on sale. So you get the 5-pounder, and then you freeze most of it, and then you don't have to buy any for the rest of the next week or 2. You have meat already frozen. So watch out for your sale prices, and especially in the meat department, they tend to have good ones, and you can freeze it and it keeps for a long time. So that's tip number 4. Okay, so to piggyback on the sale price thing, also check for your like the name brand things versus the store brand, like the Kroger brand. For me, I shop at Kroger. Look at the back of it most of the time, and it'll tell you if there's a major difference in what's in it, because this Kroger brand black beans are 79 cents. And the Bush's beans are $1.69, and you read the back and it's exactly the same ingredients. So I'm gonna go with the 79-cent beans and save $1, and I don't care that it doesn't say Bush on the front of it. So don't be picky about your name brands. Always look at the back. There are some things that we do prefer. We honestly just think they taste better, or we like the ingredients better in the name brand. But for a lot, especially for the canned stuff, like really just look at the back, and if there's not a lot of weird, you know, stuff in it, then you're fine to go with the off-brand. So read your labels. That one's eggs and chips, so I'll take that one. Yeah, that was the Fresh Market bag. They didn't have Brussels sprouts. What? I know. There you go. Keep going. Okay, tip number 5, my final tip for this video, is to get your own grocery sacks. These are just out of the dollar bin at Target, so I have 2 of those, and then my sweet friend April had a bunch of these left over, or she had a bunch of extra, so she shared some with me. I have 3 of these, and they're the insulated kind for like frozen things, so those are really nice. And then 1 random Lululemon bag, because sometimes you just need an extra one. That one's got eggs and chips in it. I don't like the plastic bags. I found that I was coming home with like 75 plastic bags, and nobody needs that much, and I just felt like it was super wasteful. But when I was doing Clicklist and stuff, it didn't make sense because they bag it for you and then they just bring it to your car. But when I started going back to the store on my own, I invested in some bags, which didn't cost me a lot. I also got these little vegetable, I have 4 of these. I got a pack of 4 of these off Amazon for like, what, like $10 maybe? I don't even remember, but really cheap. You can get big packs of really heavy duty bags, because you want to get ones with good handles, because you want to pack these suckers full. That way you don't have 100 bags to bring in, and it'll save you trips from the car to the kitchen. So that was it was a game changer for us. That is an entire grocery haul in 6 bags. can't beat it. So invest in some bags, and we find it super helpful. So that was my last tip for the day, is to put all my groceries up, and I'm done. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found any of these tips helpful. I'm thinking of doing another what we do buy versus what we don't buy, or why we buy this versus that type of video. So if you're interested in actually what's in those grocery bags, comment below and let me know, and I can make a video about what we actually feed our family instead of just how I go to the store and shop for all of it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. Hit the like button because it really supports my channel. Comment below, I'd love to hear from you, and subscribe because I upload once a week on Sundays. See you next time.